Hey, howdy, hey. No, I guess a bit out of balance here. I'll fix that in just a moment. That wave is pretty interesting. Well. A lot of very interesting updates that have happened to this map. I've not been doing this game a whole lot, which is honestly for the best. Shouldn't be spending all your time gaming, and I gotta confess that I have spent way too much time gaming over the last couple of months, even though it's not really been on stream. What is that? Light fuse. Aha, very interesting. Actually, let me double check something here. There we go. Hey, greetings there, TW. No worries there. Thanks for stopping by all the same. Well, now, what is this? Huh. Let me double check something before we go too much further here. Because I did a little bit of audio fixing, or at least I think I fixed the audio. I was having some problems last time I was streaming, so hopefully everything is going to be operational. So stand by. Okay, gonna test this. 3, 2, 1. All right, it does work. Okay, now we can proceed forward. Wait, what the? I miss water parks. Can't believe it's almost 2026. That it is indeed. That it is indeed. How things been with you, TW? Golly. Should got myself some more to drink before I started. Teleport. See, I wonder how many kids are going to be confused. They're going to see an outhouse and just immediately think, oh, that's how I teleport somewhere. All because of this silly game. Ridiculous. Wind and flood counter? Ah, that's right. I've not gotten that fixed, have I? I mean, it doesn't take much to get it fixed. Oh, someone's here. Oh, it all just froze. Fortnite has crashed. Well, that's unfortunate. No sooner do I get the game up and running, and it crashes on me just before the first engagement. I guess for the first time of cracking this open in many weeks. I mean, you know, more than just the other day. This is to be expected. So I'm going to give that a restart. And hopefully it works the second time around. If not, we'll be going to the art project, which would be terrible if that is indeed the case. All right. Get that started again. But yeah, I've been meaning to get that dub and flub counter up and operational again. Part of the problem was that the way of counting it was becoming a problem for the stream, and so I had a way that we could have it get updated automatically, and that did not work. Sometimes I work on a project, it works, and sometimes it doesn't work. Stream Radio, which you hear in the background, took me about 2 weeks to build, but it took me about 4 months to actually fix. So it was playing, but it was finicky and caused many, many problems. The dub and flub counter was put on the back burner. Although, technically, I could just bring it back as it originally was. But it was supposed to be tied in with Silverado, so... ugh. Gotta figure that out. Anyway. Guess he got the free elimination? Yep. That he did indeed. Okay. Game just popped up again. Bring it on over. Maximize, but I have to do it through here as well, because I have to go to full screen window, because otherwise it will cause problems. Something that they've never fixed in this game is that you cannot stream with it without it going to the mini window that they have for that. Why don't you use an app for counting or something? So, because most apps, at least the ones that integrate with my stuff that I have over here, cost money. Stream Radio used to cost money if you go with another platform. So I wanted to build it from the ground up because the ones that I was using that were free glitched. Oh, they glitched a lot. They glitched left and right. But imagine this. Now, this is not going to happen. It will not happen for these streams. They're not big enough for this. But let's say, for example, in the future, there is the ability for people in chat, when they see something, to be able to update it by using Silverado. That's a very intriguing idea. The idea that they could update the dub and flub counter. So if there's a mistake, it gets corrected, because I forget all the time. I'm in the middle of stories and I forget to update that left and right. That's a possibility. But there's also some other neat things that you could do. Some chat challenges that could be done. There's some things also where people that are participating can be part of challenges as well. And through the tool, you'd have the ability to interact with it. I'm a dreamer. I like to come up with wild ideas, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But it's my experiment. That's why, because I'm a fairly small streamer, it gives me the ability to be flexible with those ideas and to explore them. I don't have the pressure to have to try and quickly get something up and operational. I have the chance to experiment. 4 a.m. it is going to be updating. Well, I will be off well before then, but thanks for the heads up on that. I used to be far more on top about when these updates would take place. Whoop. What the heck is that? That is hideous. Get that thing out of here. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Let me double check one thing before I go on too much further. Yeah, let's turn that down just a little bit. Actually, a good idea. Yeah, I think that there's some potential with it. That's one of the reasons why it's good to sometimes have a project that you just tinker on. For me, Stream Radio was that. Well, then I started thinking about all the different ways I could use it. And so, like, for example, the ability to play sound effects was not originally a part of it. And now there's the way to actually play GIFs on it. I don't have that activated, but I got it figured out. There's some other neat things as well that could be done. You could change like the layout of the screen or whatnot. And that one's a little bit more finicky. I don't know if that's really worth exploring. But let's say, for example, that every time someone did use some of their channel points, a Christmas light appeared on the screen. That's something that could happen. Actually, it'd be really neat to do. It wouldn't take much effort either. I'll have to think about that one. I have some time off during this holiday break, and I might have to try and experiment with that. But, you know, after other projects kind of get completed. Which, speaking of which, for those that are watching or watch later on, just a reminder that Pharaoh and the Smith is out, and I'm in the process of trying to figure out how to do a printed version of that. I do have a prototype. It turned out pretty nice. I won't say it's perfect, but it's definitely on its way to being decent. I wonder if there's any, I saw there's a sword that's available on this map. Gonna try and find out where those things are located. Yeah, the Discord invite link got disabled. We were having some problems with it. It was mostly glitching. The Discord's gotten very quiet anyway, so it's not anything that I'm really pushing for right now. In fact, I'm not closing down the Discord, but I'm just not trying to add to it right now. What the heck is that? Ugh. Oh, that's Storm. How do I use this thing? Oh-ho! Basically Iron Man, huh? Oh, interesting. A weaker version of Iron Man. Did it just freeze on me again? You know, I think I know why they're going to be doing an update tonight. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. Well, this is very unfortunate. I did it just the other day to test it, and it was working. Well now. Most unfortunate. Let me take a quick look online, see what people have to say about this. Aha! This is indeed a regular problem. The new chapter update is causing constant crashes and freezes on PC. Seems to be tied to the tsunami. Then why does it freeze for me shortly thereafter? It's making the game unplayable, nearly unplayable. Flooding Reddit and X with update problems, whatnot. Oh, great. So basically, it's impossible. Golly. Oh, golly. That's unfortunate. Well, we are going to go on to the next project then. Dang, that's unfortunate. Kind of hoping that would last a little bit longer. But you can't force it to work, I guess. It's code that I do not have access to correct, unlike Silverado, which I do have access to try and correct. We'll move on to the next thing in just a second here. Hopefully the next update does fix it. We will see. Anyway, it's a good thing that this is a two-project evening, because otherwise that becomes a little bit of an irritation. A little too much of an irritation. Okay, it'll take me just a moment to get the drawing tablet up and operational, and then we will proceed. Be right back. Okay. And we're back to the races. Again, most unfortunate that that transpired, but it was not meant to be. Been a while since I opened up the software. Just because now that we've moved on to another project, let's change up the radio here. Start playing some Tchaikovsky. Much better. Very fitting for this time of year. All right, gotta go. Good night. Rest well. See you next time, TW, whenever that is. To those that are out there that don't know quite what this project is right here, this is some fan art that was requested in relation to the project of Milo. And the story of Milo's been a fascinating one to try and develop. It's had its highs, it's had its lows, and he's been in hibernation for quite a while, you could say, and hopefully he will be back in full force soon enough. We'll wait and see, God willing. the Fortnite actually was good to go. Greetings, Sebastian. But the update does not like playing while I am also streaming, and thus it crashed multiple times in a row. How you doing, Bastion? It's unfortunate when you have a game that updates regularly, and you may be the unlucky one to draw the short straw of the update. Apparently, a lot of people who play on PC are having that problem. Well, this exact same problem. Fortunately, they know what it is, or at least they claim to know. So hopefully it will be fixed by tonight. We'll see. I think I'll give it a try again tomorrow. Semester is over. Night's keeping me captive, however. Is she forcing you to harvest bees and honey and whatnot? Force you to look at baby pictures. Poor Bastion. I mean, it could be worse. Taking me a while to get the hang of the style again.